like, I'm drinking my beer, damn it. You know. Now you'll love the first beer I had. It's gone, but um, what is it? Oh, it was a growler, but the title was great. Wet hot American wheat.
Nice. Yeah.
It was kind of a wheat IPA, which was pretty solid. So
Where does it get its hot part from?
I think they ferment it at a higher temperature. I
Oh, okay.
think that's where they get it from. Yeah, because
Okay.
wheat
Okay.
wheat beers usually ferment at like 77, 78, something like that. Where like regular like barley is like ales, they'll do like 60 to 70. I think is where they get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how do you like it? What did you think?
Well, it was very good. I mean, there's nothing left. I mean, it was very good. Now I got this on Sunday and drank like two-thirds of it watching a couple episodes of House of Cards.
Oh, are you all caught up now? Are you all current?
No, we've got three more to go. We've got three more to go. We're
Oof.
we're on the one. The last one we watched was when he went to meet. When he flew to Israel or to the valley, the Jordan Valley, and he walks in
Oh,
all armored up, and the other guy and the guy's like, basically, hey buddy, you look like a dork. Take
yeah,
your helmet off. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
Petrov, who
yeah,
looks
yeah. Petrov.
exactly
Yeah.
like Putin. They did a perfect. I mean, all the everything. They could have just put. They should have just called him Putin. Come on, it's the
It,
same thing. He
yeah,
looks like him. He's got the same history, all that stuff. It's so funny.
see, you've been through that part with him and the cigar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
When he snuffs out the cigar on the wall
yeah.
of the entrance. Yeah.
By the way, this could be House of Cards spoiler. If you haven't even started the season yet, you
Yeah, yeah.
might want to fast forward a bit
Don't
here
sue us. Don't sue us. Yeah.
because yeah, it's just such a fantastic show.
Yeah.
Um, well, to me, it's Netflix's best show.
It is. Yeah, it is. They took a risk when they did it because at the time was it 3 years ago when they came up with the idea to do this and they paid Spacey. I don't know what did they pay him like $40 million or something. I mean, it was some huge amount.
Oh, really? I didn't know. I didn't know those kind of details. What
I
they
think it
paid.
was like 30 or $40 million, and everybody in the industry is like, "What the hell are you doing? You're going to pay this guy all this money. You're going to produce this show, and then you want to release it all at once?" And they're like, "Don't worry, we'll get our money." And crap loads of people subscribe to
Oh
Netflix,
yeah.
at $8 a month,
Oh yeah. Hey.
and they stick with it. Once you subscribe, you get the auto debit going on your card. It's only $8. You don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
It's eight.
So they got like 2 or 3 million subscribers. So there's $300 million.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. So they made out like bandits, and it's a great show.
It's a great show.
Yeah.
It's I get as much out of that as I do anything from HBO.
Hmm.
So
Oh, it's
uh,
very well produced. It's well written. Although I think you finished the whole season. I'm almost done with season three. I think the first two seasons were a little better than the third, and I think it was and I haven't seen the ending yet, but I think the first two, we were talking, me and a guy were talking about this at work, and he's like, the third season was okay, but the first two were better. And I was like, I think it's because in the first two, he was struggling to move up the ladder, up the food chain,
yeah.
get power, get higher and higher. Well, now he's the president, so what do you do? Do you try to maintain your power and make sure that all the crap you done doesn't come out? I mean, and that's kind of what this season is. It's still very, very good show, but it's not quite as
Yeah, it's
suspenseful as the last two.
if okay, season one was out the park.
Oh man,
Season one was just the hook.
oh
That
that
was
blew us. We were watching it. We're like, man, this is a great show.
I watched it a couple times.
Hmm.
Season one was that kind of show. It was the one that you watch, that you just watched it a couple times.
Hmm.
Some people did that, not everybody, but I was one of the people that watched it a couple times.
Yeah, we watched it twice over about a year. We watched it once, and then like 5 or 6 months later, we went back and watched it again.
Yeah, especially to catch up.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I would give season one. I don't like. I hate to give anything a 10, but I
Mm-hmm.
would give it a 9, a solid 9. And then season two was really good. A little controversial there. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, yeah,
A lot of edginess. I would still give that a 9.
yeah.
And this one, yeah, it's a little less edgy. You know?
It is less edgy, and there's less just tension, like built-in tension. It's not quite as much there. Hey,
Yeah.
Bert.
Hey guys, is this going to be the regular time for a while?
I don't know. Joe just forgot they don't switch in Arizona because they have too much sunshine. They don't need to
Yeah.
switch.
See, the problem is, Burke, when you're bombarded with this much sunshine at the same time. We're getting record sunshine hitting down here. You cannot shovel this much sunshine at one time. 3 to 4 feet an hour.
Same here in Florida.
Yeah.
See, he knows exactly what we're going
Yeah, I know
through.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, he's like, you break out in sweat. You're trying to shovel, and it just won't stop falling.
I know.
Well, with you in Arizona now, since you don't switch between March and November, because it's hard. If you were to switch back to 7 o'clock Eastern, you'd have to start it at 4 o'clock your time.
Yeah,
which
yeah,
would be really early.
Yeah, that would mess me up.
Yeah.
So you're
maybe
going to do it.
this might be the new time.
You're going to do it at this time?
Yeah, more than likely. You know why, Barrett? Because if the East Coast people like yourself can get used to it, I can hopefully it'll include more West Coast people.
Okay. Well, I got to go, guys. Normally I'm like heading to bed as soon as we get done. So. Not to go to sleep, but to start relaxing and winding down.
Going to bed. Okay, yeah, that's code. Yeah, we like the code word.
Yeah. Well, we can cuddle with you if you.
Yeah.
I gotta go, guys. I just saw you on here. I haven't. I gotta eat and.
Hey, no problem.
I didn't realize that it was going to be on this late. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no
right. Problem.
Take care, guys.
All right, see you, Barrett. Take care, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So that I'll give it a few episodes probably, and then because it'll. Now I'm waking up usually, so it would be an hour less sleep for me.
I said when you were in Albuquerque, you had daylight savings, so you switched and you were on sync with everybody else. But now that you're in Arizona, you're just whatever the time is. You don't switch back and forth.
Yeah, you stay standard time.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you stay standard, so you're behind. Yeah, well, you just have to see, what works, because you don't want to. We don't need a guy driving an 80,000-pound truck down the road being tired. Basically, that's bottom line.
Yeah.
Although I wouldn't get run over. It would be some hapless old person from California that would run over. So.
But just to finish up that House of Cards thing, that it was really good. On that note, you might have saw the Apple announcement or heard little bits here and there about it. HBO is offering, for us binge watchers, they're offering HBO Go on all Apple devices. So that's really cool.
They announced that along with the Apple Watch yesterday, I guess, right?
Yeah. So I heard some some tech people, some of the tech people I listened to. No, I tell you, I hadn't listened to any of that for a few months. I unsubscribed from those podcasts.
Okay. All right.
Some of the real popular ones. And now I know why. They're just always poo-pooing everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just poo-poo everything. So they were right away just bashing this HBO deal, saying how expensive it is and everything, and the whole time I was thinking, is it $14.99? That's what they charge everywhere.
Yeah.
HBO, if you get cable, you pay $14 extra to have HBO.
Yeah. So now you can have your cable without HBO, and then just pay your $14.99 and get it on Apple TV.
Right.
basically, and just stream it from your computer rather than
Right.
get it through the cable. Yeah.
Right. So you pay your $15 a month, and now
Mhm.
you don't have to have the whatever cable costs, $80 in cable every month.
Yeah.
Because usually that's the big one. You get HBO, they'll throw in Showtime sometimes for
Hmm.
3 months or whatever it may be. And that HBO bump usually hits you over $100.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
So
what I'm
we,
saying?
we don't get HBO. We did for a while back. Oh, maybe 2003 or four when we switched from cable to satellite for a while. They had a deal going. We got
Oh yeah.
HBO free for we got it for like $2 a month for 6 months or something. Like, that's pretty cool. But then it went up to like $18 a month. I'm like, I can spend that on beer.
Yeah. So but the quality of shows that I'm getting on Netflix, I think, really match that for $8 a month. It plays on everything. I could be watching it right here on this
Hmm.
on this computer right here,
Yep.
anywhere. I can stop it right this second and just immediately pick it right back up on the
Yeah.
computer.
No, they
Stop
did
it on
right.
my computer. I can turn on my TV into my Amazon stick, my
Hmm.
Fire TV stick. It's pretty cool.
Hmm.
Um, and I can pick it up right. It just plays everywhere.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. And that's what makes them so popular. No matter where you watch it, it's pretty much seamless.
Yeah.
And it just streams. The quality is every once in a while. I mean, when we first start watching something like at 9 o'clock at night when everybody else is watching, we'll get like, I don't know, the first minute or so, and then it'll go. Then we'll get the little bar that says loading, and it'll take like 10 seconds to buffer, and then once it fills up, then we're good for the rest of the show. There's no
Oh,
issue.
okay.
So you get that initial little bit, and then it loads for like 10 or 15 seconds, and then you get the rest of the night. Really, once it gets that buffer, it never lags after that.
Yeah, I usually never get a lag or any kind of interruption. What I get is it's kind of like the old school rabbit ears. Really, it gets really pixely.
Oh, okay. So you get the pixelation.
Yeah,
Okay.
the quality will just go down to like three something. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
380p. It
Okay.
just gets really blurry, and it'll do that for a few
Hmm.
not even a minute. Doesn't seem like it just
Yeah.
doesn't. And then once it comes back clear again, it's the same type of
Hmm.
deal. Um,
Yep.
but yeah, the value there is really good.
Hmm.
Of course, the Apple Watch. I was watching carefully because I needed to know the price of what I'm going to have to buy into.
Yeah, $350 minimum. I mean, that's basically it for the regular plastic band, and then what is it?
Yeah,
500 for the stainless
stainless.
steel,
Yeah.
and then we know you're getting a 18 karat gold one, right? That's only 10 grand.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna get the one that's even more than that, the 17 grand, because that's the way
Oh, that's why you roll. That's
yeah,
right.
you know, I lost 17 grand the other day. I mean, it's like who cares, right? So, um,
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how many of those they sell. It really
yeah,
will. I mean, they'll sell a couple 100,000 of those probably. I mean, over the course of 6 months to a year, and they'll sell several million at least of the stuff at 350.
yeah. At three, I think. Now, thinking at it, me and you've talked before about the fitness bands, and
Hmm.
just from that aspect alone. Now, a lot of the tech reviewers are already big on poo-pooing this watch. Um, that it needs to do more and all this and that. Okay, and they were really bugged with the 350 price, but the ones that I heard weren't really paying attention too well to what's already out there. The Fitbit that does the heart tracking and stuff, that's literally all it does, and it's
Hmm.
250.
Yeah, it
Other
is. It's
other
250.
devices that are like it are 250. If you want anything that's going to do more than steps and it has a little GPS in it and it can do your heart rate, it starts at 250.
Yeah, yeah.
So $100 more to have a watch that has all those features in it
Hmm.
is pretty damn good.
Yeah, it sounds like it's really gonna if you have an iPhone right now, the watch makes perfect sense because can't you like receive calls and stuff?
Yeah.
Want to go to your watch, but you
Yeah.
got to have an iPhone to do that, right? I can't do
think
that
so.
to my Android.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, you still got to be in the Apple
Mm-hmm.
circle,
Yeah.
circle of life.
The in crowd.
Yeah, the crowd. Yeah, but it. I think it's worth it. The bottom one is. I like the black one. I don't know if you've seen that one.
I
I'll
saw the
probably.
different colors with the plastic band. I was like, that's $350. I don't have an iPhone, so I probably won't buy one. But if I were to get an iPhone, I would probably get the watch.
That's the black one seems really cool to me. If I can get. If I could get that like polished aluminum one
Mm-hmm.
with the black band, I think I kind of like that look to start out with maybe.
Yeah.
Um,
People spend very easily. I mean, if somebody's into a watch and they want the look of a watch, I mean, $500 is nothing for a watch.
yeah, that stainless one looks really nice. But I don't know that I'm willing to even pay. I think that one was what, $500?
Yeah, $549.
$549. Yeah.
Basically the regular watch with a stainless steel all the way around and a stainless steel band.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, for $400, I think I'm okay with that. The slightly bigger sports watch.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really looking forward to all the health stuff in it. I mean, I think it's worth it just from that aspect alone.
Yeah. And they've got that whatever that health app that they were talking about at the beginning of the thing.
Yeah, the research thing. I thought that was kind of cool too. I thought that was, it's going to be on a personal level. Whoever wants to, get in on that. But what did they show? Like 5 apps that are already started with that. One for Parkinson's and stuff like that. And maybe I would jump in on that. I mean, what's the harm? I mean, it just seems like it could just help.
Yeah. Well,
researchers.
Now they need a craft beer app. So when you think now, really, okay. So the watch, right? If I understand it right, the Apple Watch, it always does your pulse. You can always look at the watch, and it's always telling what your pulse is. So I think you need to come up with a craft beer pulse app. Okay, so you have your watch, your Apple Watch, and you're like, okay, my pulse is 68. I'm going to drink a lime Rita right now, and you go, oh my God, it went up to 88. And let me drink a real craft beer, a real premium malt beverage. It went down to 52. Yeah.
You know what? You just made me think of something because part of the event there, that research was the guy saying that like you have your watch on and you put your phone in your pocket and walk, and it's a test for what was it, Parkinson's or whatever.
Oh, okay. The way if you walk straight or something.
Yeah, so it's picking up on the way you walk. You do your 40 steps. So if as you're having a beer or whatever, you could be checking to see how hammered you are. It could be like a DUI check.
The Hammer Time app.
You could.
The Hammer Time app. Yeah.
It could be like a DUI check telling you, and it could like automatically call you an Uber. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're out and you're too hammered.
Like, dude, you're trash. We're calling Uber.
it knows you're not at home. It knows you're at a bar.
Yeah.
It knows.
Yeah, we get the location. It's like,
so if it can
not at Fred's bar, you're trash. We're getting you an Uber.
Yeah, it'll be able to. It can sense how sweaty you're getting. Alcohol makes you hotter.
Yeah.
It can sense all those things, and then if you get up and your phone is in your pocket and it senses you're like this,
it just shocks you, knocks you out, and then it calls Uber, and then they wheel you into Uber and take you home.
But that is something, that could happen, no?
Yeah, somebody will do it, I'm sure. Yeah.
I would check out an app like that just from the fact that, hey, are we gonna actually have Bum in the show?
Yes. Wow. He's there. Well, he got a
I,
smiling
I
face in the front, an icon.
I didn't have the Q&A open. Maybe that's what it is. Let me see. Okay.
Malt liquor. No, wait a minute. No, it's
Yeah.
is
Which
oh,
doesn't. Oh, it
there we
does.
go.
Yeah, daylight. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now he's based in Arizona, so.
It says janitors aren't smart.
Yeah. So yeah, 8 o'clock. Yeah, so he must be on the East Coast as well, I guess, huh? Or
Yeah, I
in the
think so.
Eastern time
He's
zone.
he's on the what is it? The right coast, left coast, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. But that is an interesting thing. But let me talk a little bit about this interesting beverage right here.
Oh, that's right. Yes, you did your live not beer review, a premium malt beverage review.
A premium malt beverage review. I gotta say, I think this is the best one.
Really? Okay.
We thought it would be prior to having it.
Okay.
I think the lemonade Rita is the best one. I think you can do. It's kind of like a more carbonated or something Mike's Hard Lemonade if you ever had it.
Okay.
Or
All right. Yeah. It's a little stronger than. Is it sweeter than Mike's, or is it?
it's more sweet. It's like a glass of. It's more like a sweet lemonade. Like
Okay.
if you made lemonade in the South, super sweet.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's not over sweet. You know what I'm saying? It's not
So it's not
overly
as
done.
sweet as a Limerita? It's not as sweet?
Not as sweet as the one to me that's the sweetest is the strawberry Rita.
Oh, okay.
That strawberry one's bad sweet. Bad sweet. No, it's nowhere near that.
Okay.
This one's actually pretty good. I could see making like popsicles out of it or something.
Okay.
And
Yeah, give them to the kids. Oh, wait. I don't want to say that. Give them to the kids in the summer.
yeah, no. Don't give it to kids, man. I remember hearing about a guy at a ballpark that ordered a Mike's Hard Lemonade for his son or something like that. Got in a bunch of trouble.
Oh, man, yeah. Yeah.
You know, I guess it was when it kind of first came out, and he didn't really know that it was alcohol.
Oh, okay.
You know? So they're at a
Like,
baseball
wow,
game.
I gave it to little Mikey, and he sure mellowed out. I don't know what happened, man.
But he sure drinks the shit out of them things, man. I don't know what the hell's
He
going
really
on.
like that stuff.
He's putting it down.
He likes it.
He like it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I really do. I gotta tell Rita Nation, man. I think you gotta try. I want to hear more from people about this one. This one's.
Did you give it a 2 thumbs up?
Oh, I did. I forgot to give it any thumbs.
Oh, okay. So what would you give it?
I would give it 2 thumbs though.
You give it 2 thumbs up?
For what it is. I mean, you're not comparing this to craft beer for Christ's sake, but for what it is, yeah, I think it's pretty good. It's not bad. Yeah.
So do you think it's going to be their best seller? Do you think they're going to sell more of that than anything? If we look back, like in September, how much of that stuff was sold over the summer?
I think so, especially the summer, because going into summer, it's got enough time before summer for them to market it a little bit, and then going into summer, yeah, you want lemon or lime, you want those type of flavors, maybe some mango, but I would think this is good timing for them. You know what I'm saying?
I think so. I mean, yeah, they're rolling it out basically March. They got a couple months. Summer hits.
Yeah.
I would drink lemonade before I would drink lime generally. I mean, lemonade is just everybody knows what lemonade is.
Yeah, in your mind, you know what it is, and if it hits on any of that, you know what I'm saying? If it hits on any level of that, of what a lemonade drink should be, a lemon drink should be. You're sold, man. You're like, okay, I'll buy in,
They're gonna sell a crap ton of that stuff around July 4th, man. I tell you what.
I described it in my review as the what do we call it? It's the gateway Rita for craft beer drinkers. It's the gateway Rita, man. This might be the Rita to bring in more beer
Yeah,
drinkers,
man.
man.
What was that? Oh, that was Zach that did the. Didn't he do the Limerita?
Yeah, he chugged them. Yeah,
He chugged the Limerita, and he's like,
he but he didn't do it on camera though. He went to Vegas and he shotgunned
oh,
Limeritas.
shotgun. Oh man,
He shotgunned them. Yeah, I think
makes me
multiple.
cringe.
I think he did multiple.
Ritas, plural, huh?
Yeah, I think he did. And I don't know that he did these little cans. I think he did those big son of a
Big
guns.
24 ounce, the king
Yeah.
cans. Oh.
Yeah, that's a man right there. That's a man.
I mean, I bought a 24 ounce of the Limerita, and I could drink about half, and I'm like, that's it. I very rarely do drain pours, but that was half of that I've done. I got my 80 cents worth. It was like $2.29, so I got my $1.15 worth. I'm like, that's it. The other $1.15 is going down the drain.
They also did have another product that I was tempted to get, but I didn't. You know, price kind of comes into that. I took a picture of it though, so let me get my phone here and show you. Because it's called
Barrel-aged Limerita.
No, it's another Bud Light product.
Oh, okay.
It's called Mixed Tail Firewalker. I don't know if you've seen it.
Oh no.
But that was the end cap of it in the store. You can see the price of it in my area.
Was that $10?
Yeah, $10.99 for an 8-pack. They are they're 8-pack 11.5 ounce aluminum bottles.
Huh.
It's a premium, mind you, red hot cinnamon apple cocktail.
Ooh. So is that a martini glass they show it going into?
No, they show it going into like a regular, like if you were making a scotch or something. They show.
Okay. So it's a spice. Oh, that sounds. I don't know. I don't think I'd buy that.
The reason I didn't buy it is because when I had that apple Rita, I hated it.
Yeah.
And you'd have to buy 8 of these, and that's a premium because 8 of them for $10.99.
Yeah, I could buy one for $2 and give it a try and see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll wait till they have singles and then give it a shot. But no, I was quite shocked that I went in there and see. I hadn't even heard of that before. And,
wow. I wonder if that's. I haven't seen that in the stores here. I wonder if maybe it's like they're doing it in a couple test markets or something. Mixed tail. Huh.
Yeah, mixed tail. You know what? I didn't pay attention, but you know what? I'm looking at this picture closer now.
Doesn't it look like a martini glass?
There's 3 flavors.
Oh wow.
I didn't pay attention.
Oh, that's what the mix is. So you got 3 different flavors.
I saw the apple and stopped looking. There's a hurricane. Okay, there's the Firewalker, which is the apple hot cinnamon apple.
Okay.
And then there's a Hurricane, which is a premium hurricane cocktail. It just says. I don't know what that means.
New Orleans. Yeah, New Orleans is kind of. It's like a. Is it raspberry? I don't know, it's some kind of red. Yeah.
It's red.
Okay.
So whatever that is, I don't know what that is.
I think a Hurricane is like a rum and something else. I mean, it's in New Orleans. Drink.
And then there's a Long Island, so that's an iced tea, obviously. An iced tea.
Huh. Okay.
So there's one that's yellow. I'm glad I took a picture. There's one that's yellow when that's the Long Island, and that there's a Firewalker, and that's the kind of orange one.
Okay.
And then there's one that's red. Boy, if you're red-orange colorblind, you're screwed.
Yeah. You're gonna be buying that stuff and you're like,
I bought this stuff, he said, and it's terrible.
I wonder what the red hot apple. I bet it tastes like what's the cinnamon? Red Hots. I mean, I bet it's like a mild version of Red Hots or something. You know.
Well, yeah. To me, the obvious thing is right now they need to have a mix pack. If they have all 3 of them, a mix pack.
Yeah, a 12-pack, 4 of each.
4 of each. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because 8, trying to get 3 into 8 isn't going to go, right?
No.
You'd have to have maybe a 6-pack. They could offer a
Two little
6-pack.
teeny tiny ones. Yeah.
Yeah, offer. I don't know what their thing is with the 11.5. That sounds like a specific bottle. I don't know that they
That's
have
like a
that bottle.
European. That's
Yeah.
like 330. Let me see. I'm going to go to Google, and Google's going to tell me 11.5 ounces. I bet it's like 340 milliliters. That's like, they're like going all European on us.
Yeah, I don't know that anybody has made, an American company has made.
How many Okay, so 11.5 ounces is 340.09559 milliliters. So, and I think European beer bottles are 350. That doesn't even match that. So, who knows?
Oh, let me see here. Okay, I'll share
You know what
my.
it is? It's probably as tall as a 12-ounce bottle, but it's less volume, so they charge the same, and they make like an extra 8% the difference.
So here you've got images for it, so you can see the 3 different.
Okay. And they're aluminum. Okay.
Now this shows it in cans, which
Okay.
would.
So that looks like a shaker. I mean that's the image on the can is kind of
Yeah,
like
the image. Yeah, the image is a
big
shaker.
Yeah.
So yeah, this way you can see it a little better.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, here it is. Yeah, this makes all the sense in the world to just have a.
White. Gosh, they're doing all kinds of.
They are really getting out there. Yeah, this is brand new. This is brand new stuff. Yeah, because this announcement looks like it's from February 11th.
Okay. Yeah, so
8% ABV.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Long Island Hurricane and Firewalker.
Huh. Pour over ice for a party in your mouth.
Oh my God! Yeah, I've got a party in your mouth. Yeah.
It'll be coming soon to a store near you.
Yeah, that's
right.
This is.
Huh.
Oh, check this out! And then there's a mojito.
Ooh. Okay, so that's mint, right? Mojito is mint and rum and something else. And sugar, right? Isn't it like a simple syrup with rum in it, I think?
Wow, how did they get all these out there? Like, I didn't even hear. I just happened to bump into it. But this mojito, mixed tail mojito, I don't see it anywhere else, though.
And they got an orange one. Is that the...
Yeah, the orange one is the main one that I had seen, the Firewalker.
Okay, all right.
See, the orange was the
Firewalker,
Firewalker,
Hurricane, and
Long Island.
Long Island. Huh.
And they keep showing the 3 together, but that mojito one is all by itself. I wonder what's up with that.
Maybe that's, yeah. Huh.
So that's, yeah, I don't know what, or maybe that, because it's in Spanish, I wonder, could that only be in Mexico,
I wonder if it's maybe only in, yeah.
Let me see.
Actually, out of the 4, that would be the one I would try first.
Wouldn't it? Yeah. The mojito one, because a lot of people like mojitos.
Yeah. I mean, if I was forced to drink one, I would probably say, I'll take the mojito, please.
Yeah. Let me see. Bud Light Lime Rita launched in 2012.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to read up on that. I didn't. Let's see. Mixed Trail, on the other hand. Yeah.
Huh. So it sounds like from this blog post that you got there, it looks like it's stocked in the malt liquor section of 7-Eleven. Yeah. That's where I go and do my beer shopping. Is in a 7-Eleven. Come on.
Now, sometimes you are in that mode, right? Where you're like, I just want some beer real quick. I don't want to go, all over the darn place. And so you hit your, local whatever, Circle K, 7-Eleven, gas station, whatever it may be.
Speedway, whatever it's
here. Yeah, whatever's. Do they have Quick Trips in your area?
Oh yeah, Quick Trip is the big one here. Speedway is second. Third, we don't have. Do we have any Vallejos? No, I don't think we do. Quick Trip is pretty much it, and
Now,
that's the big one.
I never really been around Quick Trips until I got here, and they do have a decent little selection of beer when you go there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Boy, I've never bragged so much about a gas station in my life. I mean, they are set up so perfectly here. I mean, they're during the day they're crowded.
Mm-hmm.
They,
They do a really good job. Yeah.
they have literally everything in there. It is amazing. You can.
Yeah.
It's more than just a gas station. I mean, it's like
Oh
a
yeah, no,
store.
they have everything, and most of the ones I've been into are staffed by, at least they appear to be friendly people. You know, they say
Yeah.
hi and that type of stuff. I mean, so they hire good people. The stores are clean. They've got a
Clean,
lot
yeah.
of stuff.
Yeah.
And the price of the fuel is, at the bottom end of the price, and it's
Right.
decent quality fuel. I mean,
Yeah.
you look at if you're like into the quality of gas geek thing, Quick Trip rates pretty high as far as the fuel quality. So
Yeah, they keep that high, and they're high energy, man. And what I like is I can go in there, get something, and get right the hell out. Like
yeah,
they are so geared on speed.
yep,
I don't know how they do it, man. They literally have their people trained to do two things. If they've got two hands, they've got one person here and one person here. Like they are just
mm-hmm. Yep, they
boom,
do a very
boom,
good job.
boom,
Yeah,
boom, boom. I mean, it is just.
yeah,
I've heard they've got good benefits for their people that work there and stuff.
yeah,
So
definitely, yeah.
in any case, it's a decent gas station.
Yeah. And the ones I've gone to, the ones here locally that I go to on on a semi-regular basis, they have a good selection of beer and malt liquor too. They got a couple doors of malt liquor, but you can get you can get a 6-pack or 12-pack of all the regular stuff plus some decent craft beer. Not specialty craft beer, but kind of the
Right.
main line. You get good Sierra Nevada, you get some New Belgium. Here you get Terrapin, Monday Night Brewing here in Atlanta. You get those, and and then you can get your Ritas. You can get your Old English, all the specialty malt liquors. You can get that too.
Yeah, they do have a nice selection of local beers and some of the big national ones as well, and then of course the big boys. They've got a couple of doors of the big boys, but they have because sometimes I'll just hit the Quick Trip really fast, and grab a quick 6-pack of something. Prices are maybe $1 higher than you would get in the store. It's not too terribly bad.
Not way out.
Yeah.
Not way out the line. Yeah.
Mhm.
You pay a
So
little bit for the convenience, but it's
and then they do have good pizza. So if you just want to grab a couple of slices and some beer, man, you're set.
Bad, and their hot dogs aren't too bad either. I've had their hot dogs a couple times. And
they have
do a good job of switching them out, so you don't have hot dogs that have been on there for like 18 hours. Just kind of spinning around, turning into little briquettes.
Right.
They do a good job of just popping those out every hour or two. So
any other beers that you're having or anything like that?
No, I just finished the 2015 version of Bell's Two Hearted Ale.
Oh.
Which is their IPA. It's a really nice malt. It's IPA, but it's not real bitter. This one was. Let me put my glasses here. It was packaged on January 26th. So, it's 45 days old. And it's a can. This was a 14-ounce can, I think. Or a pint, maybe a pint can. Yeah. 7% ABV. I haven't had Two Hearted in a couple of years, and this is a good, it's a good solid beer.
Where are they out of, Mark?
They are out of, is it Michigan? Bell's is out of Michigan. Yeah. Comstock, Michigan. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to have to keep my eye peeled for that one as well.
Yeah, it's in cans, and they've increased their distribution area quite a bit the last few years. So they're probably on the west coast part of the country.
Yeah, I might Uh, maybe I can try to find some on
Oh,
during the
they've
weekend.
got in the can they have like the how much you can get for turning in your can. They've got California cash refund, so it's probably available in California at a minimum.
Oh, yeah.
So you could stop and pick some up at like 2 in the morning.
They definitely get a lot of beers out here that I could never get when I was in New Mexico. So
Yeah.
it's pretty cool to see that different selection.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is a good. It says an American India Pale Ale with intense hop aroma and malt balance, well suited for adventurous trips anywhere. So it's a good IPA, and it changes a little bit from year to year. But the recipe is pretty much the same, but it changes a little bit, and this year's was pretty good. So.
And I'm going to put a link to a blog that I do follow. The Brew site. I don't know if that's on your radar at all. But,
okay.
I'll put a link to one of his reviews that he did. And it's I'll have to post this in the notes afterwards for other people. But he did a review on peanut butter milk stout.
Oh, Belching Beaver. I love the name.
The names are great, aren't they? He said he picked it up in California. It found at Costco, he said, actually. And it's a Belching Beaver Brewing, also known as the BBC pouring samples. He doesn't like the brewery name. I actually love the brewery name. I think it's great. But then again, I'm an idiot. So the beers are let's see. They were pouring okay, 5.3 ABV and 30 IBUs. So that's a really malty. It should be like a malty, smooth beer with it being so dark. Rolled oats.
This looks like a really good beer.
Yeah, his description sounds really good. Rolled oats and lactose add to the creamy body of this beer, while heavenly aromas of roasted buttery peanuts and chocolate greet you with every sip. I don't, that might be all right. I haven't. Let me share the screen with our viewers here so they can check it out. I haven't. His blog is pretty good. Thebrewsite.com for those of you that are familiar with him, this blog. It's a pretty good beer blog.
Yeah, he's got a lot. How often does he post? A few times a week?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
And then this Mother Earth Cali Creamin' Vanilla Cream Ale also sounds pretty good. Also another Costco purchase. Another beer I've never heard of. Let's see. This is from. Gosh, I can't even. This one's 5.2 ABV with 21 IBUs.
Yeah. It's kind of nice. Overall, did I say vanilla? Vanilla cream ale, pretty much.
Yeah.
Granny malt for. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like a tasty beer. Oh, there we go. Born Yesterday Pale Ale.
Yeah, Born Yesterday Pale Ale. So this must be a pretty darn fresh, hopped. Pale. Yeah, exactly that. Born Yesterday Pale Ale, fresh hop. So this is one that you want to have immediately if you can. That label, that reminds me.
I'm suing them. That looks exactly like the Sierra Nevada label. Oh.
That label, that looks a lot like Lagunitas IPA label right there. But that has a tone of like Colt 45 or something, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Doesn't
it have that?
Billy D. Williams approved right there in the corner. You see it?
if that's the first thing it reminded me of.
Yeah, it
So
does.
this one's 7.5%.
It's got malt liquor ABV to it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's they need to watch it. I think
Pungent.
who makes Colt 45? I have no idea.
Billy D, I think. I think he does
Billy
it in
D.
his basement. Yeah.
He might make it himself in his
Yeah.
basement, but they need to watch Lagunitas. Maybe they have a lawsuit coming.
Yeah.
But
All
it's I don't. What were we gonna say, Mark?
Oh, I was gonna ask Bum if he knew we had a visit from ISIS in the photo shoot.
That is right. Yeah, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that. For those of you that don't know, and those of you that I do get an email or two or a comment or two every week about Mark. So those of you that want to follow Mark, you're going to have to be in photography. He has his weekly show on Sundays that he does. What's the time, Mark, so everyone can?
6 o'clock Eastern Sundays.
6 o'clock Eastern, and that he does observe daylight saving. So
yes.
But in his show this weekend, this past Sunday, we had a visit from ISIS in his show.
Yes, we did, and I think I queued it up. Let me go. I'll do the screen share here. Your line was. I replayed it for Pam, and she's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe Joe said that." That was so funny. Now we're going to start off, and you're going to see one of Joe's latest images here. This is who was this? Yeah, your shoot that you did. There we go. You see her?
Yeah.
Okay, let me start it again. But yeah, and this is right where our buddies from ISIS came in. I don't hear Joe's comment. Let's see.
I couldn't hear anything.
Oh, let me share. You didn't hear that? Okay. Now let's try it. Let's go back. But yeah, they came in and visited us, and said jihad a few times.
Yeah.
Okay, here's mine. Can you hear that now, Joe?
No, I can't hear anything.
You can't hear anything?
Oh
wow, that's weird. Maybe we're just doing pictures. Yeah.
I don't know that it has the audio.
I'll post a link and you guys can go to it. It's funny.
What part? What?
It's right at like 51 minutes in.
Okay, 51 minutes in. So yeah. Why don't you do that? Post that in the comments there, and then people can go to the video and check it out. 51 minutes in, and we had a visit from, and then as it turns out, ISIS did hack some websites, and so that was actually ISIS.
Yeah, I think it was. It was real ISIS, and like I said, I've been watching my back the last couple of days because I ejected them out of the Hangout. So. Yeah.
Okay, we've got Ismail in there, and he says Track 7 Brewing did a peanut butter chocolate cream ale.
Ooh, okay.
So yeah, that might be a new flavor. Need to start checking out.
Mm-hmm.
Peanut butter beers. Who knew, right? Like that's.
Oh yeah. Well, you got that voodoo, the voodoo donut one. They got the peanut butter.
That was so bad. I know some people. I've run into some people that like it.
Yeah.
God help you. I mean, thank God for you. I don't know, but I just it was hideous to me. So yeah, hopefully they start making some better flavored beers like that, because
their first one wasn't bad. Their first one was, I mean, it was sweet, but it was still okay. Mm-hmm. But I haven't had I think they've released 2 others, and I haven't had either of those because the first one was right at my limit of sweet and kind of syrupy for beers, and I heard the other 2 were even worse. So I didn't pay the $12 or whatever they were asking for a pink bottle. I was like, nah, $6 I'd do it. $12, sorry,
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, you go ahead and you're like, okay, screw it. This is the week. I'm going to go ahead and dump into some of these experimental bombers that I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go ahead and spend the money. I've got an extra $100 burning a hole in my pocket. And then you get to these beers and you're like, dear God,
Yeah.
like, oh, the good ones will be great. And
Mm-hmm.
you wish you had more. But the bad ones are so bad, it just makes it that much harder to take the risk to spend
Yeah.
another $15 a bomber again.
Yeah. I mean, for me on a bomber, if it's if it's if it's more than $10 for a bomber, I'm double checking and seeing what other people think of it before I buy it, because and it's kind of the same way with a 6-pack of beer. $10 seems
Yeah,
to be my limit. It's like,
yeah.
if it's under $10, if it's $7.99, I'm gonna buy it all day.
Done
But
deal.
ten
Right.
bucks, I'm like, yeah, maybe. And
Yeah.
for a bomber, if I can get a bomber for $5.49, $6, I'm good. But when you
Mhm.
start getting $10, and you're seeing more and more stuff in the stores, it's like $13, $15 for a bomber.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, I can go to Trader Joe's and buy a bottle of wine for $4.50. That's pretty tasty. Why should I
What?
pay $15 for a bomber of beer?
One brewery that makes their bombers insanely affordable, and they're generally pretty good when they have a
Mm.
bomber, is Abita. Uh,
Yes.
Abita makes solid beers.
Mm-hmm.
We don't talk about them enough here. They make solid beers. They're out of Louisiana, and their bombers are generally $6, I want to
Yeah,
say.
yeah. I saw a couple in the store last week that were $5.59,
Yeah.
$5.79, and they were kind of specialty beers. They were
Hmm.
7-8% beers.
Hmm.
So they were a decent beer,
Yeah.
and the price was very affordable.
Right.
So
So I when I see their stuff, I'll buy it every time. Stone generally will have good bombers at decent prices. Uh, but there just ain't too many that have really good prices in
mhm.
general. Under $10.
Yeah, Rogue. Most of their regular beers and bombers are
Yeah,
pretty good, but
yeah,
you get some of the specialty, like they have the not the estate version, whatever they call it. You know which ones I'm talking about, the ones that are
yeah.
like 12 or $13 a bomber. And then you got the Voodoo Donut ones, which are
Oof,
I tried one and done for me.
oof.
I'm not spending my hard-earned money on those anymore. But yeah, like the regular ones, like they're the chocolate stout, the Shakespeare stout. If you guys like stouts, the Rogue Shakespeare stout is a great. Most of them I can find it for $5 for a bomber, which I think is a really fair price. It's a very solid beer. And the chocolate stout, if you like chocolate stout, Rogue chocolate stout is
Yeah,
fantastic, and it's usually $5.50 for a bomber.
it is. Yeah, and those aren't bad. Generally, once you've had their main, bombers that they make, but they do have a lot of them here. I'm looking at some pictures here of there's quite a few, and the scary part is I've had most of them.
Yeah, no, that's good stuff.
But once you have them, I do love their that brown they have, of course. That's
Yeah.
that's that's one of my, what is it? What do they call it? A nut brown or
Oh
something like
yes,
that?
yeah, that is a very good. I gotta enter the. I haven't been to the Rogue site in a while. They make me enter your age. It's like, come on. All right, I lied, and you still let me in. So that's good.
Ooh, they have yeah. See that now, that one I do need to try. I'll have to plunk down the money, but that new Sriracha,
Oh yes,
that
the
hot
hot
stout.
stout.
Yeah.
I saw that in the store, and I almost bought it. It was like seven. I mean, it wasn't too bad. It was like $8, I think.
Yeah. Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
If I see it anywhere close to that,
Yeah.
I'll probably plunk
It
down some
looks
money.
exactly like the bottle of sriracha sauce, that you get
It
in the
does.
store. Yeah.
It does.
It has Hoi Fong original hot chili sauce and sun-ripened ingredients. Wow, that would actually be good with barbecue, I think. You could have that with some spicy barbecue. Oh
Yeah.
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 Okay, that might be a thing to get. And it's a great bottle. Nice bright red. Yeah.
It's a really, let me go back to my thing here so that people can see what it. There's this picture here, and you can see that it actually looks like the bottle of sriracha sauce. It's
Yeah, they do a good job.
they did a really they did such a good job. They must have had some sort of permission to get that close because
Yeah, yeah, they probably have to pay a price somewhere along the line.
someone would have surely been all over that.
Yeah.
Because you can see this is the picture of the actual sriracha chili sauce, and then here's the Rogue. So they must have had some sort of permission
Yeah, yeah,
to
they
get,
can.
because they got the rooster and everything. So I mean they
Maybe
must
the
have had.
label was designed by the Lagunitas guy.
Yeah, no doubt, huh? But it's now Rogue, you know. So, some of the experimental ones have
Hmm.
just really. There's the voodoo one for people that aren't familiar with it. That pink bottle kind of gets you.
Yeah,
So,
the
and then
voodoo donut.
it's the pink bottle, and then it says donut. So you're like, all right. And
Yeah.
is it bacon too or something? Is that what it
Yeah, the
is?
original one was
Yeah,
maple,
maple bacon.
which
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
very good. I had that. I drank that with. I got some maple glazed donuts at the grocery store, and I wrapped bacon around them and had them with the beer, and it was a perfect pairing. But yeah, that was okay, and that was right on the edge of too sweet but still drinkable. But the other ones I thought I've heard were even sweeter than that, so I just haven't bought them.
All these in this picture that I'm showing, I've had
Mhm.
that. What is that one on the end there?
The
That's
Morimoto,
yeah,
yeah,
Morimoto. I've had that. The what is that? Dead guy.
yeah,
And then what's that next one in? A Pilsner or Porter? What is
yeah,
that?
Mocha Porter,
Yeah,
Shakespeare Stout,
yeah,
the
yeah,
chocolate stout, and then
yeah.
is that
That one.
Dad's Little Helper? Is
Yeah,
that the
Dad's
malt
Little
liquor?
Helper. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
those are all good, and they're all reasonable. Those are all reasonably priced. You can get those for under $7 a bottle, I think, in most places.
So real quick, let me go through Ismail's questions here. So we just had Sacramento Beer Week. Do your cities throw a beer week? Um, I know they do here. I think most cities do now, don't they? Have a beer
Yeah.
week. Um,
Atlanta has one. I think it is in, I want to say May. It's either May or September. It's like on either end of the super hot and humid months here. So it's at
and then Bum apologizes he couldn't get his mic working. Yeah, that would have been cool, man. We
oh
finally would
wow, you
have
still running XP? Cool.
had that. I didn't even snap. XP. Yeah.
Hey, do you ever listen to um, what's that podcast on that Leo Laporte does? Security Now.
I don't listen to security now, but I
He
know the
he
guy.
runs XP. He still runs that Steve Gibson guy. He
Yeah.
still runs XP, I think, on some stuff.
Wow.
He's
Wow.
like, hey, it works fine. So yeah, XP rocks.
Good luck updating that bad boy.
Oh yeah.
Let me see. Just had a beer that was a collaboration of Avery Brewing and Russian River. It was a
Ooh,
strong ale.
that would be pretty
Huh.
good.
Yeah, that must have been a good combination. Ballast Point beers are
15
15
bucks a six,
bucks.
yeah. See,
Yeah.
Ballast Point here for a 6 pack is like 13.50. I'm like, man, I'm not buying. I'm not paying 13 bucks for a 6 pack.
Yeah,
I
that's
can get a
that.
single beer. You can break it down and get a single beer for $3 or something. I'll do that every once in a while, but I just 13 bucks for a 6 pack. Yeah, that's
I'm gonna I'm
much.
gonna try. There's usually comments
Oh, YouTube.
in the YouTube. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up here
Okay.
finally. I don't I but see for some reason I can't get. Huh. I wonder why that is, man. Let me try the.
Oh, you can't get YouTube at the same time?
Okay, wait. I think I do. It might make an echo. Let me see. I apologize if.
$30.
Okay, I have to turn down the volume. Um, Oh, okay, yeah, again, yeah, okay, Ismail's there too. He says, I forgot about the whole daylight savings thing. And then we had friendly Mexican boy. He says
All right.
hi.
Malt liquor. No.
Yeah, no malt liquor.
Oh
Wow.
wow.
Maybe,
Maybe he got thrown off by the time
yeah,
change.
yeah. So the time change threw him off. So I'll make sure to reply to that. There are comments awaiting approval. Yeah, I'll give a thumbs up and a thumbs up. I generally don't. I usually have everything wide open, so I don't need to approve. You can comment away, make an idiot of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's thank you to everyone that put up. So this will be the time now for a little bit at least. If it seems like we definitely had more viewers this week, so
Okay.
it you know we'll see how it goes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if more people from the West Coast can finally be included, then you know it won't be. If it's too much of a headache, then I'll just have to lose an hour and try to sleep it off before I go to work again. So.
You go to bed. You wake up and go to bed at an hour later. And
Yeah.
then, get a couple hours sleep and go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, whatever works for you. Because I think 8 o'clock. Actually, as we head into summer with the daylight saving and everything, 8 o'clock will probably work for me at least because I can get out and get home from work and do a little bit of work outside or whatever and come in. So yeah, whatever works for you, Joe.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll try it a couple weeks here. See how it goes. I would like to give that YouTube thing a try. I'll probably put in the comments somewhere that I am going to do that just in case there is some kind of hang up with. But I don't know. I might not. I'm a kind of a creature of habit, and if this is working good, I just might stick with this. You know what I mean? Why? Yeah, I don't need that kind of aggravation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Another thing to fiddle around with. I guess. Yeah.
Another thing to fiddle around with. So, in any case, it's getting real late for you. I don't want to take up too much more of your time. So, thank you to everyone that showed up. I think at one point we were double digits this week, so that's good. We haven't done that in a while. So,
yep.
That's kind of a good sign already. So,
yeah,
I'm trying to mix things up now more. I don't want to just have it total beer geekness. I want to mix it up, have different subjects. This is a virtual pub, and if we were at a pub, we wouldn't just be talking just beer. We'd be talking about life and our favorite TV shows and stuff like that. So, I hope it gets more enjoyable for more people. You know what I'm saying? So,
very good.
All right, Mark, and for those of you that are interested in Mark, where can they get in touch with you, Mark?
Just follow me at Mark Cinderson on Google+. Just find me on Google+, Mark Cinderson. Let me know. I'll circle back on you, and you can join the fun.
Because I do get questions literally every week. And yes, Google took down his beer reviews.
They eliminated it off the face of the earth.
They hit the button, boom. That big...
the easy button. They hit the Google easy button.
Yeah, Google has an easy button. Boom! Mark's God.
I did.
That's it.
4 years of beer reviews obliterated in a second.
We don't know why. I think that was the what do you call that when people switch their the problems they have?
Multiple personalities? I don't know.
Yeah. What do you call that? They have anyway, but that was the evil side of Google that day, and they hit the easy button on Mark, and Mark, boom, gone, no more.
I have no idea why. They've never told me, and I've just said, screw it, I'm not doing it anymore.
Yeah,
so, I'm retired from YouTube beer reviewing, but you can find me here every Tuesday night.
Yeah, he definitely tries to show up here when he can, and he definitely has his own show based on photography. So if you've kind of been into photography, and you're more than welcome to have a beer there. I know I try to. So
yep, I usually do too. So beer and photography go together perfectly. It helps in your editing.
It definitely helps the editing.
It helps your creative juices, that's for sure.
Yeah, it makes you think you're a better photographer than
that's
you
right.
I don't know.
Damn, I'm good. Ansel Adams, look out, man.
Yeah.
Give me another IPA.
Yeah, the more I drink of these, boy, my eyes squint and everything just gets better.
The more I drink, the better my photography gets. Yeah.
Okay, man. We'll see you, Mark. Peace out, man.
Take care, Joe. Have a good
All right,
week.
bye.
Bye.